to find out what priceless treasure was hidden in the ancient tomb. Everyone quickly started smashing with hammers. To their surprise, as the coffin inside was slowly lifted out, they discovered a deep, seemingly bottomless pit hidden behind it. To investigate further, they all crawled in without hesitation. However, what they never expected was that at the end of this narrow passage, there was actually another secret chamber. Inside, there were not only ancient torches, but also a huge, magnificent structure hidden within. Seeing a giant oil lamp ahead, Ben didn't hesitate to light it. The next second, the entire tomb chamber was instantly illuminated by the blazing fire. In order to search for the treasure, they quickly headed towards the wooden stairs below, but before they could take a few steps, dust began to fall incessantly from above. Before everyone could react, one person stepped through the dilapidated stairs, costing him his life. Soon, the entire staircase could no longer support the weight of the group. To survive, the teammates hurriedly jumped to the stairs on the opposite side, while those who didn't make it in time plunged into the endless abyss. At this point, Ben and the curator were also trapped at the top of the stairs. Luckily, in the moment of crisis, Ben's father suddenly found a hemp rope, allowing the two to narrowly escape disaster. After experiencing this thrilling adventure, the curator's gaze towards Ben gradually began to change, but now was definitely not the time for romance. They had to find the treasure as soon as possible and leave this dangerous place, so they mustered up their courage and took the elevator to the bottom of the tomb chamber. They thought there must be some treasures hidden here, but when they reached the end of the tomb, they found only some dilapidated murals. There was no priceless treasure at all. This instantly infuriated the blonde man, feeling that Ben was deliberately fooling them. So in a fit of rage, he decided to trap Ben and the others here forever. It turned out that the blonde man and Ben were not on the same side at all. Since there was no treasure in the tomb, the blonde man had no interest in continuing to cooperate with Ben. Subsequently, the blonde man left the place in the only available elevator. However, just as the blonde man left, Ben suddenly discovered what seemed to be a mechanism hidden on the wall. With an attitude of giving it a try, Ben pressed the button. To his surprise, the next second, a stone door that had been sealed for hundreds of years suddenly opened. When they went in and took a look, they were immediately stunned. Inside, there was actually a room full of treasure, with an estimated preliminary value of several $billion. However, just as everyone was overjoyed, one teammate suddenly shed tears of excitement because he saw a staircase ahead, and at the end of that staircase was the exit out of the tomb. Although Ben successfully found these hidden treasures, in the end, he was not blinded by money. Instead, he donated these treasures to major museums in batches. Unexpectedly, in order to thank Ben, the museum actually gifted him a huge mansion, and at the end of the story, Ben also got to live a happy and beautiful life with the female curator, just as he wished.